Sorry about that. Hey there, Mr. Strings. We're so pleased to clip your wings. That's right. What? No. No, I have to do... Oh, man. Good night! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alright, that system had to do an update. I didn't turn on my Switch until, right now. Oh, man. Right, I guess it had to do an update. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I did not check that. I did not check that and I was not aware of it, so I deeply apologize for that. Oh wow, that game volume is like super high. Sorry. Alright, now the TV volume's a little high. So I'll turn it back down. Alright, now. Alright, now, obviously, we're gonna start Wind Waker. Windbreaker. Man, playing off again was, a pretty good experience. I feel like I kind of, was pretty bad at it last night. I feel like I was pretty bad at it last night, though. Yeah, alright now. Oh well, alright. I'm sure, people did struggle with, the story puzzle. I have seen other people struggle with the, book puzzle, though. The particular puzzle that's, towards the end of that chapter. So, I guess it's nothing? Alright, Makar, you stay up here. I'll go down there. I'll go deal with monsters. Alright, where's the Wizrobe? Alright, knock him down. Alright, Alright, now, what other monsters are there in this dungeon? Let's see, I know... Oh, here's a Stalfos. Luckily, Stalfos are hardly a challenge. Luckily, Stalfos are hardly a challenge. In fact, that combo can beat them in like one hit. In fact, that combo can pretty much beat them in one hit. Yeah, they're pretty easy to beat. You do have to use Bomb's Boomerang and the Skull Hammer, though. Alright, I might as well open that. Alright, now, let's get... Oh, wait, I need, Oh, yeah, Iron Boots are gonna be needed in this dungeon. Quite a bit. The Iron Boots are gonna be needed quite a bit in this dungeon. To do all sorts of things. Oh, yeah, I should also grab the Deku Leaf. Alright, we have a bit of a problem, though. Oh wait, I should be down here first. Alright, now let's use our command melody. Alright, we are going to be needing Iron Boots quite a bit in this dungeon, so... And of course, we're going to need Makar, too. Alright, obviously you know the drill by now. Makar has no real means of attacking, but he is very good, but Zelda's not all about just attacking, though. I mean, combat is just part of the game, but, the other part is obviously the puzzle solving. Yeah, the other part is obviously the puzzle solving. Which, Makar and Medley, while they're non-combat, while they can't, fight in this game, they are pretty good at, solving puzzles. But, what? Oh, come on now. Makar, get on that switch, please. Alright, I think he's just a little too short for the switch. Alright, it seemed like he was a little too short there. Oh yeah, I should open up... Alright, I should open this up. Since Makar was so nice to open us up, I might as well grab... Oh cool, 100 rupees. My face is positive beaming. Right now, let's restock on supplies. Might as well restock on supplies whenever we can. Ain't it been too short just like you know. No, Endemati is, canonically 5'9". Gee, she would have no trouble stepping on a switch. Unless it's made of iron. Unless it's made of iron. Yeah, and the money cannot canonically use the iron boots, no. Because they're obviously made of iron, and, you know, that's not good for fairies. Yeah, it's kind of poison. It's kind of a metal that's poisonous to us. Yeah. I think it has something to do with it being industrial or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't make the rules onto what the fairy weaknesses are because, you know, pretty sure I don't. Right now, I know how to deal with Armos. Alright, just be careful when they're Alright, just be careful when they're coming at you. There are gonna be a lot. Enemy has no trouble stepping on pasta, I think. I mean, pasta is very steppable. Not gonna lie, pasta is very steppable. Right, not gonna lie, pasta is very steppable, not gonna lie. He's very easy to step on. Alright, not alright though. Although I think I should probably step on him with consent though. I'll step on him as long as he consents to it. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Alright, now. Oh, yeah, and obviously we're gonna need Makar to open this. Alright, Makar, do your thing. Alright, Mr. Makar, do your thing. Alright, Mr. Makar, do your stuff. Alright, throw a tree in there. There we go, that's tremendous. Alright, I will say that is very tremendous. Oh yeah, part of this dungeon you will lose Makar for a little bit. But yeah, these trees do basically make hookshot points, which is, you know, kind of a little bit of part of the dungeon. Alright, any enemy's gonna show up. Wait, alright, I don't think they are. Alright, I'm pretty sure they're not. Of course, I say that now. Alright, not gonna lie, please bear with me in this dungeon for a little bit. I don't remember my way around this. And it's obviously been a while since I've played Wind Waker, so... Yeah, good thing right now it's pretty straightforward. I do remember this having a few confusing paths, or, you know, pretty early on. Hopefully I don't get too lost in this dungeon. Hopefully I don't get too lost. Seems it's obviously pretty straightforward right now. Alright, Makar's about to get... Alright, now, I remember Makar's about to get snatched by some Floor Masters. I do remember that part. Alright, hey Pixel Doctor, thank you for lurking. Thank you for lurking, Pixel Doctor. Nice to have you in, too. Nice to have another good buddy of mine in. I know Floor Masters are stealing Makar! No! Leave the Treeboi alone! Leave the Nut Boy alone! No! No, the Treeboi! No! No! Poor Treeboi! No, my Treeboi! No! No, that was insidious. That was foul. That was evil. Evil! Evil! You know, you gotta say it like Mermaid Man. You gotta say evil like Mermaid Man, yeah. Evil, evil. Oh look, there's another door up there. I wonder. All right, I see the other door up there. All right. I remember this part. There's a giant fan down there, and it's gonna blow up a bunch of wind. I remember that. All right, that's the way we came. All right, pretty sure I can just walk by these guys, right? All right, good thing. All right, now let's be careful. Alright, I remember that for one of the treasure charts, unfortunately, we're gonna have to run into our old friends, the Floor Masters. Yeah, and obviously I don't like Floor Masters in this game. No, whoa, no, what's it doing over there? Get away from me. Get away from me, what are you doing there? Yeah, obviously I don't like Floor Masters in this game. Yeah, Floor Masters are like the most annoying enemy in this entire game, basically. Not even gonna lie a little bit. Not gonna lie, they're the most... They are the worst. Not even gonna lie, the Floor Masters are like the worst. Hey, camera, please, cooperate. Camera? Camera, what did you do? Ah, stupid camera. Ah, stupid camera fucked me up. Oh, what? What happened? What? Alright, sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, please let go of that. Alright, sorry about that. That was not supposed to happen. Alright, please, camera. Alright, this time, actually cooperate with me. Ah, man. Sorry about that. I've never had that happen before. Oh, wait, there's a treasure chest right up there. I'll just grab whatever's in there. I'll just grab whatever's in there. Yeah, never had that happen before. Guess I got squished by the thing coming down. Alright, that was my fault. I wasn't paying attention to that. I didn't even know that was a thing until today. I don't think I've seen anybody, you know, actually trigger that. Man, I don't think even DSP triggered that. Pretty... Oh no, whoops. Alright, what am I doing? I'm getting owned by P-hats. Whoops, I need to be more careful with my ammo. Wait, then again, I have a whole bunch of it. Alright, we'll have to come back in this chamber with Makar. So I'll need to remember that. I was hoping for hearts, but you know, that's okay. Alright, I think I know what I have to do here. Obviously, I have to go over here. Alright, camera, please. Ah, the camera. Yeah, unfortunately, the camera is not exactly being cooperative today. Right, the camera is not exactly being, you know, very cooperative. Right now. Alright, good thing arrows are pretty good on that guy. Alright, I see something over there. I want to go get it. Alright, I probably should cut down some bushes, too. Alright. I will try to, you know, play a little less poorly now. Yeah, I always get pretty self-conscious whenever I, you know, do poorly in video games because, you know, obviously, not everybody's gonna be, like, super nice whenever... Obviously, everybody's not gonna be, like, super nice whenever, you know, whenever people are playing video games, especially when they're their favorites. And, you know, they're not doing it good. And they're not doing a good job of it. You know, yeah, it's, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I guess that's just, you know, social anxiety and all that. I guess that's just social anxiety and all that. Alright, I seem to recall you can do a little attack, you know, when you're flying around with the leaf. I can, you know, get rid of P-hats that are on top of you. Oh, hey. Alright, might as well snipe those down. Alright, watch out for fireballs coming at you. Alright, whoop. Oh no, obviously dodge that. Oh no, come on, man. Come on now. Alright, now, please, please, please. Alright, I'm being a little bad at this. I wish the aim was a little... Alright. I wish the aim was a little bit better. You know what? Alright, my aim was way off. No, what? Oh, come on now. I know I can aim better than that. Alright, maybe I might as well just go right on over. Might as well, huh? I don't know, we got P-hats on top of us trying to kill me. Alright, we got P-hats on top of us trying to kill me. Alright, I thought it would be a better option to go on over there instead of trying to snipe them with arrows. Yeah, since I'm not very good at I'm not very good at using the bow in the game. Yeah, I'm not very good at using the bow, and I'm kind of not used to using it. Yeah, funny enough, it's not too unlike, my skill with the bow in Ocarina of Time, really. Not too unlike my skill with the bow and arrow in Ocarina of Time, really. Right now. Right, so I need to go back to that chamber later. I obviously need to get Mecha from there. Oh, there's a whole other area up there. Alright, I gotta remember I also need to go back once I get the hook shot over to the area I came from when I first got in this room. Right, you only live once, YOLO! Alright, just be a little careful about falling. Let's be a bit careful about falling. Right, obvious. No, come on now. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. For some right now. I seem to be not doing as well with the Z targeting as much as I am in, Ocarina of Time. I don't know, maybe I'm just used to Ocarina of Time strength and not really this game's strength. That could be it. Alright, kinda wish I got more arrows now. Alright, let's see, this chamber. Let's see, I seen... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. No, 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 get away from me. Get away from me, Floor Master. Now get away from those statues, please. Now get away from me, Floor Master. No, 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 no Floor Master. Oh, whoop, alright, Alright, so... Alright, now. Yeah, the floor... I decided, to do the Floor Master one first. Oh, it actually has some color-coded. Nice. Alright, nice. Alright, whoop, whoa, 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 alright. Alright, bring that back just one more. Alright, yeah, that grab is a little bit different from Ocarina of Time. Just gotta remember that. Grab's a little bit different than Ocarina of Time, just gotta remember that. Ocarina of Time's, probably one of my favorite games, but, even I gotta admit that, I have an easier time with the minigames in this game than in that game, really. I mean, I do okay with, Ocarina of Time, adjusting for the N64's, jank and all that. Oh, yeah. Whoops, I better take off the iron boots. They're gonna be rather restrictive when it comes to combat. They're more about... Oh, whoops. I got a little too careless and a red choo-choo got me. Oh well, it's only like 1/4 the heart of damage, it's okay. Alright, I think... yeah, I think I'm just, being a little too serious. Maybe I should calm down a little bit. I should, calm down just a little bit. I'm gonna take off this. Alright, we're gonna have to fight green shoes this time. Now, they're not too hard. My green shoes are still pretty easy. And they go down with the one hit from the Master Sword anyway. Oh no, watch out, it's about to jump on me. Oh well, they're easy. See, they're nice and easy. See, they're not too hard. Yeah, I shouldn't stress too much. It's not like Wind Waker's, especially hard Zelda. fact, I think it's easy. In fact, it's definitely easier. It's a little easier than, you know, Ocarina of Time and, you know, Majora's Mask. Alright, we got Armos. I will say, I think the Armos and, you know, those games are... Oh, no, whoops. Alright, I pressed the wrong item. Alright, gotta not do that. Alright, now you better hit them in the back while they're stunned. Honestly, watch out for them when they're coming back at you. So you run away while they're trying to get you. Alright, I'll just grab the heart. With arrows, I might as well grab those. Might as well grab those. No, can't have too many arrows, really. Alright, there we go. Alright, now let's just, you know, smash through this floor. Alright, and that'll make the treasure chart appear. Alright, I'm very glad I did the floor masters first. Very glad I did the floor masters first. Now, whoa, come on now. Come on, camera, please. Camera, please. Stop acting like the N64 camera. Right, camera, please. Alright, yeah. I will say this game was around... Let's see, PS2 era. Now this was around GameCube, PS2 era. Yeah, they still... Yeah, some games still haven't quite figured out the camera. I will say this camera is actually, you know... I will say, then again, you know, I was kind of used to, you know... Then again, back then I was, you know, used to, you know, Super Mario 64. Yeah, I used to play... I, you know, used to play Super Mario 64 on the N64, so... I'm kind of used to having to deal with cameras in there. I'm used to kind of having to deal with, you know, video game cameras in there. You know, weird jank sometimes. Yeah. Admittedly, you know, Super Mario 64, while it's great that, you know, it's basically one of the first, you know, true 3D games that there were. And, you know, it was a big innovation at the time when it was released. Yeah. I will say that, you know, you know, Super Mario 64 was surprisingly good when it came to, you know, its camera back then. Considering some of the other games that were early 3D that were not quite as good as even Super Mario 64. Luckily, Nintendo did manage to, you know, figure it out a little bit better then. Luckily, I think Nintendo definitely, you know, figured it out a little bit better after Super Mario 64. Alright, I shouldn't knock the camera a little too much in this game. It's not like it's been that bad. It's not like it's Super Mario 64, so I shouldn't complain too much. I shouldn't complain about that too much. I'm just having a bit of bad luck, I guess, today. Alright, that's a key that I need to open that one door that I know has a key lock. Yeah, you know, I kind of miss this style of Zelda. Don't get me wrong, you know, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are cool games, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I kind of miss this style of Zelda. I desperately miss this style of Zelda. Not even gonna lie. Alright, now I need iron boots. No, wait, I should put that on. Alright, get out the skull hammer. Yeah, we are about to go up against the red Wizrobe. Yeah, red Wizrobe. Yeah, there's also gonna be a blue Yeah, basically it's an enemy that summons other enemies to do its bidding and also shoots fireballs. It also comes with a smaller Wizrobe that also kind of does the same thing. Only it summons the weaker enemies. I wish the red Wizrobe would become a much more major enemy throughout this, but you know. Alright, I'm gonna deal with this guy before he summons. Alright, might as well deal with that guy before he summons a bunch of enemies. Oh, whoops. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Now. Where are you, red guy? Alright, now that'll shoot it. Alright, shoot him in the face. Alright, and another cool trick with him is you can freeze him and smash him in one hit if you really want to. Yeah, you can really only do it when he's on the ground, though. You can defeat him in one hit by doing that, though. So, actually, this enemy is actually super easy. So this guy is actually super easy. I decided to focus on the, I decided to focus on, the Wizrobe that he summoned, because it's obviously going to summon other enemies that are... It's going to summon lower tier... It's going to summon weaker enemies, don't get me wrong, but they're going to be a little annoying if I let him summon those. So that's why I decided to deal with him first. And I decided, just to use regular arrows to try and prevent, Red Wizrobe from summoning more enemies. Oh, wait. Oh, right, I'm supposed to use my new dungeon tool. Alright. Obviously, whenever we get a new tool in a dungeon, we're supposed to, experiment with. We're supposed to play with it in the room that we get it in. Kind of, do a little tutorial, hands-on tutorial. Do a tutorial without, being a tutorial on how to, use the item. Which I think is pretty good game design, yeah. I think that's pretty good game design. I like when Zelda games started doing that. And yeah. Pretty sure this one was the first to kind of do that. Alright, I need to take out the P-hats in this room. Because obviously once I start climbing, they're gonna start swooping at me. Alright, so where's that, Alright, they're coming. Oh yeah, and Makar, of course, can, make points for us, shoot our shot at. Yeah, tall pieces of wood where we can shoot our shot at. Wood. No, I shouldn't make too much fun of it. Alright. You guys remember that one side quest in Breath of the Wild where you have to find all those Koroks? I'm kind of reminded of that quest. Oh. Alright, P-hat trying to get me. Luckily they're weak. Luckily they're pretty weak to hookshot. Luckily hookshot is their weakness. Luckily hookshot, works wonders on them on these platforms. Just be a little careful. You gotta be just a little careful though. Alright, can I even go over there? Alright, probably if I have the leaf. Alright now. Move sailing. Alright, grab a little bit of magic. Obviously, we use some of it to, use the leaf. Alright, once we activate the fan, I feel like this chamber becomes a lot easier. I feel like this particular area becomes a little bit easier. Alright, so where was the fan again? Oh, whoa, whoops. Alright, I screwed that up. And we got a P-hat trying to kill me. Get out of here. You're in my way. Yeah, you're just kind of in my way, so you need to go. You're gonna be in my way, so I need you to get out of here. Yeah, you're gonna be really annoying, so I better get rid of you. Alright, I better grab the leaf. Yeah, the Deku leaf. I kinda really like the Deku leaf. In a way, the Deku leaf is a bit like the Parasail. A little bit. That we got in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Though obviously, It's not quite as major in this game as it is in this. I mean, in those. Ah, man. Ugh, I'm getting tongue-tied. Ugh. Alright, obviously don't touch those spikes over. Obviously don't touch those, spikes sticking out of the wall. Yeah, obviously those are bad. Right now, Alright, let's try this again. Oh, whoa, 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 what do you do? What did you do? Don't roll. I didn't say to roll. What did you do? Alright now, sorry, son. Alright now. Alright, maybe I held forward a little bit. Maybe I held forward a little bit, and that's why. Yeah, I gotta be a little careful about that. Gotta be just a little bit careful about that. Alright, camera, please cooperate. Good thing you can adjust it a little bit. Alright now, camera, please. Alright, come on, camera. Oh, no, there's a Piat coming at me. Alright, I do not... Alright, come on, Link. Link, aim. Alright, Link, aim. There we go. Alright, gotta get rid of the... Right now, can I grab that magic jar? Nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, that was, kind of scary looking. I see that Link was kind of floating in midair on an invisible platform. Alright, I gotta be honest, I don't do real well with heights in video games. Alright. For some reason, they feel like a real daunting task, really. Alright, now that we have Makar. Alright, we have Makar now. Alright, now that we have Makar. Let's see, what's our options? I guess we go over that way? Alright, I guess we can go over that way. Oh, whoa, oh no. Alright, that did not work. Alright, that did not work. Alright, what am I supposed to do with Makar now? Alright, probably bring him down here. Alright, bring him down here. Alright, now. Alright, let's get him to, activate. Let's get him to activate these. Alright, let's get him to activate this. Alright, ow. Alright, now, guys. Guys, oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright, guys. Could you hold on for just a minute? Oh, wait a minute. What is this still doing? Hey, what are you doing? Alright, what are you doing on? Hold on, come on. Come on now, don't. Alright. Just get rid of this. Alright, forgot that was on. Alright, just a minute now. Alright, hold on. I'll be right there in just a minute. Alright, now. Alright, now. Let's go over to Makar. Alright, let's have you put this here. Pretty sure this just leads to a treasure chest. Oh, it activates that. Nice, that's what we needed. Well, that is exactly what we needed. That is exactly what we needed. Alright, so, whoa. No. Alright, where are we? Alright, Macro. Alright, so where do we go first? Alright, I doubt. Alright, now. Pretty sure I need to go. Pretty sure I need to go this way first. At least that's what I'm pretty sure about. Alright, might as well grab magic. Alright, let's wait for it to restart. Let's wait for it to have full power. Before, getting back in. And obviously we're gonna... No. Oh, whoa. Come on, camera. Alright, over here. Alright, now over here. Alright, nice. Oh no, P-hat. Oh no, we got P-hats. Alright, these guys are a bit of a nuisance. Alright, so Makar, where are ya? Yeah, we kinda need ya, little buddy. We kinda need our little nut boy buddy. Oh, frick. Alright, I think we brought him into a place that's kind of a little dangerous. Ah, frick. I brought him into a place that's dangerous. Alright, as you can see, there's a whole bunch... Oh, whoops. Alright, I need to switch off this. Oh, whoa. Alright, whoa. Alright, I'll try to take them on one at a time. Alright, try to take them on like... Alright, I'll try to take them on one at a time. Alright, I'll try to take them on like one at a time to, kind of avoid taking damage. I mean, not the end of the world if we do take damage, but, just trying to be a little careful. Right now, and over here is something that we need. And over here is thankfully something we need. Yeah, we're gonna need this key. Yeah, I need that key. Alright, anything else in this room? Alright, anything else in this room? Alright, any other passages in this room? Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure I need that key for something. Right now, where else can we go at Mr. Nuts? Alright, where else can we go with Mr. Nutboy? Yeah, over here. Oh wait, oh boy. Alright, I better grab some bombs. Oh, come on, Link, what are you doing? Alright, no. Alright, now. No, come on. Come on, lock onto the enemy, please. Alright, now get back. Alright, I need you to lock onto the enemy, please. Very nice, got the bombs back. And we got some arrows, nice. Alright, I need to get Makar down here. Obviously, we need him to play the music. Obviously, we're gonna need him to play the music. And we need to wait for a break in the action. Oh, please excuse me, sorry. Oh, please. Ah, please, 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 please. Oh, come on now. Yeah, I do. Alright. And wait for it to. Hey, whoa, 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 what are you doing? That's not. No, 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 no. Alright, now. Alright, I gotta admit, I'm not the best at flying around with Makar. I don't know, I guess. Yeah, I shouldn't complain too much, it's just, you know, I don't know, he feels a little float. Alright. I don't know what it is, really. I don't know what it is. Maybe he just feels... Alright, now. Maybe I'm just not Alright, maybe I'm just not used to flying him around as him. Yeah, probably just not used to flying around as him. Oh, no, 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 no. No, get off me. Get away, Link! Get away, get away, get away. Alright, now, alright now. Alright now, let's do cheap tricks for cheap bastards. Take that. Let's do cheap tricks for cheap bastards. Yeah, alright now, alright, I'm thankful that combo works. Thankfully that combo works. I am thankful that that combo, works. Ah, man. Yeah. Did I mention my hatred for... Oh, whoa, whoa, no, 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 no. Did I mention my hatred for, for Floor Masters? You know, in this game in particular? Hey, wanna know something funny? Wanna know something super funny about Floor Masters? Alright, somebody at Nintendo decided, hey, let's take Floor Masters. Let's take Floor Masters, okay? Let's take Floor Masters, okay? And, give them steroids. Yeah. Let's take Floor Masters and give them steroids. And that's how we got Gloom Hands. Yeah, let's take Floor Master. Let's take Floor Masters and give them roids. You know, that's how we got Gloom Hands. Yeah, which is really funny. Yeah, in fact, the Gloom Hands kind of look like the Floor Masters in these games. Yeah, in this game in particular. Yeah. Alright, good thing I now remember the song. I used to have so much trouble remembering this song. Now it just seems like I can do it easily. Hey, Makar, you're kind of clipping into the environment? Alright, now, I'm pretty sure the boss door is at the bottom, right? Alright, now. Oh, no. Oh my god, look at this. Oh no, 3 dark nuts. Oh, 3 dark nuts. 3 dark nuts. 3 dark nuts. Alright, good thing they can damage each other in this game. Oh, whoa. don't think they can damage each other in this game. I like that about the combat in this game. You know, the enemies can hurt each other in this game. Alright, maybe the boomerang will make them a little easier. Alright, good thing I got the boomerang. Alright, all the dirt. Alright, oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, 3 dark nuts. 3 in a row. Yeah, 3 at once. That's right, 3 are no match. Alright, now. 3 dark nuts are no match for 1 Link. Yeah, Ganondorf needs to get, better minions. Yeah, where does Ganondorf get all these weird soldiers from anyway? Alright, alright now. Where does Ganondorf get all these weird monsters to serve as his soldiers anyway? I have no idea. He probably gets them at, like, Minions or Us, yeah. In fact, I'm gonna make it canon in the lore that there is a place called Minions or Us. Yeah, I'm making that canon. That's in the lore now. It's canon. I decided it's canon, so it's canon. And ultimately, what I say is canon in the lore goes. Yeah, that's why, guys, I gotta tell you something super serious. I am not a Dorito. That is a bunch of fake news and misinformation. Okay? That is fake news and misinformation. Okay? You guys, yes you. You are the snacks for me, okay? You guys are the snacks for me. Yeah, you can tell I used to tech theater, yeah. You can tell my major subject in school was English arts, and I was a theater kid. Yeah, my favorite subject in school was language arts, yeah. Yeah, I did actually take a little bit of theater though. Yeah, I wasn't very good at it though. Yeah, I wasn't very good though. No, Geronimo! No. I am stuck on the environment. Alright, there we go. Alright, nice. We got up here nice and slick. We got up here. We're pretty slick. Alright, get out the arrows, obviously. We're gonna be needing those. And of course, there's whiz robes. And of course, they're the ones that summon enemies. Yes, I know, Makar. You don't need to tell me that your plants can be used for hookshot points. No, and the whiz robe summon a bunch of fire keys. Alright, we're getting down on bat violence. Yeah, they were enslaved by an evil wizard. Yeah, they were enslaved by an evil wizard, that's why. Yeah, the reason they had to fight bats was because they were enslaved by an evil wizard. And so I decided, to do a heroic thing and, absolutely murder them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure geese are, I'm pretty sure geese are not, regular bats. Yeah, geese are, not nice bats. They're, mean evil demon bats, yeah. Yeah, alright now. Pretty sure they work for them at night. Wait, technically speaking, they work for Ganondorf. Alright now. Take another drink for every instance of, bat violence. Yeah, that's just what we do here on, in the Money PNG Gaming. That's just what we're doing down the end of my PNG channel. We just get in a fight. We just have bad and bad violence all the time. You know, it's not my fault, you know. People keep vilifying bats and, making them into minions of evil. Yeah, bats are not minions of evil, by the way. I would like to reiterate that bats are cool and amazing creatures. And, we're not evil. And we're not evil. That is all nonsense. That is all stuff and nonsense. Alright, now we need to take out the blue bubbles. Alright, we need to take out all the blue bubbles. Obviously, because they will pose a threat to Makar and, his, overall well-being. Yeah, his overall safety is in danger, yeah. Alright, I don't think I can get that one unless I get a little bit closer to it. Alright, but Makar has to be careful. Alright, I don't want him, taking damage. Obviously, we're supposed to protect our little buddy. So we're supposed to protect our buddy from the mean, scary monsters that, want to kill him. Yeah, we gotta protect our little buddies from, mean, scary monsters that try to kill him. Yeah, that's kind of a relationship between me and, Annabelle, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a relationship I have with Mr. Annabelle, yeah. Yeah, he's the cute one, and I'm the one that, protects him from the mean, scary monsters that, want to hurt him. Of course, yeah, of course, in my opinion, of course, in the lore, anybody can learn true arts. Of course, in the lore, anybody can, learn true arts, yeah. So technically speaking, Hey, Annabelle, thank you for being here. Thanks for being here, Annabelle. Hey, Annabelle, thank you for the head pats. That's right. That's right, you're my little buddy, yeah. That's right, you're my little buddy, and I'm gonna protect you. That's right, you're my little buddy, and I will protect you. Is that why Naomi has true art of Sindri? Yeah, I don't know if he has true art of Sindri, but he definitely has that character trope. Oh no, there's a floor master up there. Ugh. I don't like those guys. I don't like them. No thank you. I don't like them. No thank you. Yeah, I do not like those guys. No thank you. No thank you. Stay away from Makar. Stay away from my little buddy, man. Stay away from my little buddy, please. Alright, let's keep Makar hidden in the grass. Hopefully that provides enough cover for him to, stay hidden from the, the big the scary hand monster. The scary shadowy hand monster. Floor Masters, the OG Gloom hands. Yeah, that's true. I was going on about that earlier too. Yeah, the specific version in this game, okay, I think is the precursor to Gloom Hands. No, you stay away from me. Stay away from me, Stay away from me, you Floor Master. Stay away, Floor Master. Get out. Get out, get out, Right, get out of here. You get out of here, Floor Master. You get out of here, Floor Master. Stop trying to steal my little buddy. Stop trying to steal my little buddy and throw him in jail. Re. That's right. Alright, wait for the wind to die down. Geronimo! Splat. Oh, I think we went splat. Alright, Makar, are you okay? Man, that was quite a landing. Alright, I give that landing like 3 points. That was quite dramatic. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're in alright, we're in trouble. Alright, we're in a bit of trouble here. No, get out of here. Alright, we're in a little bit... Alright, now. No, get off those. Of course, he summons the things that slow you down. Alright, now get him. Got him. Of course, he summons the things that, you know, slow you down so that the Sulfos can get you. Of course, he summons the things that try to slow you down so that the Sulfos get you. Oh wait, I have the boomerang out already. I say, what do you say we play with explosives responsibly? Alright, smash. Alright, good thing I know the combo to take... Oh no, we got one of those little things on us. I'll just get rid of that real quick. Alright, lock on. Alright, then we smash it with the hammer. Yeah, luckily Sulfos are like super easy to beat. Yeah, they do require a 3-item combo to do that though. But you know, they're super easy. You know, they're like super easy to beat. Right now, pretty sure there's enemies in one of... Pretty sure there's also enemies inside the pots. Alright, now. Alright, pretty... Oh, wait. Wait, I remember. Oh, whoop, no, not the magic armor. Not we'll be needing that so soon. We'll probably need that against Pup again, maybe. Actually, maybe not. Alright, that's just rupees. Oh, wait, ice. Alright. Alright, take it off over here. Whoa. Alright, yeah. Alright, now might as well grab him. Oh, hey, you dropped an item ball. Oh, at least... Alright, now. Who bombs? Might as well restock on those. Alright, pretty sure... Alright, pretty sure more of them are in pots. Alright, pretty sure there's a couple more. Yeah, floor mat. Yeah, did I mention I really hate floor masters in this game? Every time I encounter one, I get, like, super stressed out. Yeah, every encounter with, you know, a floor master in this game stresses me out to no end. Not even gonna lie, in the least. You might think it's just me, but then they grab you and, you know, you kind of have to start over, you know. You kind of get set back a little bit. Right now, obviously not in that one. Right now, let's church over there. Oh, I know. That's right, fall for me. Yep, he got killed by fall damage. Oh, there, right, there's a treasure chest. Alright, treasure chest for killing all the enemies. Oh, whoops. I think I got rid of my only way over there. Yep, I guess I have to do that. Right now, press that switch. Geronimo! Alright, now, good thing it's not that far. Alright now. Good thing the fall's not too far. Oh, we got a treasure chart, nice. Oh, nice, so that's where the second treasure chart is, nice. Alright, where's my little buddy? Come on, little buddy. Alright, we got stuff to do. Yeah, we got stuff to do. Oh no, there's monsters over there. Alright, little buddy, stay over here. Whoop, I don't need the bait. I don't even need the bait anymore. Alright, don't even care about the damage. Yeah, I can heal it easily right away. No, wait, what? Alright, what do you say we snipe him for fun? Yeah, that was fun. Alright, now. As long as I stay outside of the explosion range, it should be fine. Unless, you know, we didn't aggro both of them at once. Alright, now. Might as well restock on our supplies. Right now, that'll take care of all the enemies. Right now, there's not like P-hats over there, is there? Oh fuck, there's P-hats over there, man. Man, Makar is gonna be Makar is real unlucky right now. Oh, come on, that should have hit. Right now, hitting a small moving target is not ideal. I need to lower it just a little bit. Alright, got one. Alright, now. Alright, lower it down just a little bit. Alright, just down a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Alright, we got a couple of them. Right, down a little bit more. Alright, wait for them to, you know... Alright, I think it's right there. Alright, if I recall correctly. Alright, nice. Man, Makar is really unlucky to have to deal with that. Makar will be really unlucky to have to deal with that. Alright, there's another ad break coming, so... Alright, get your ad... Alright, now ad break time. Alright, Makar. Alright, Makar, I need you to fly over the fans, but not so much that... No, that's too much. Not too much now. And there's a Floor Master right there. There is a Floor Master right there, and that's not... admittedly not ideal. Yeah, there's a Floor Master right there, and that's not ideal. Gotta remember it's C to shoot the bow. Right now. Alright, it's frozen. Alright, there we go. Oh well, I kinda screwed up there. But, you know, we got it anyway. Alright, Makar, are you fine? Alright, everything cool? Alright, there's no, you know, hidden bad guys over here, is there? Alright now. Alright now, final challenge of the dungeon. Alright, first off... Oh wait, we're gonna need iron boots for this. Alright, we are gonna need iron boots. We are gonna need iron boots because there is harsh winds. Alright, please face the camera. Alright, camera, please. Alright, let's wait for them. Alright, now they're both stuck. Alright, now both of those are stuck. Meaning meaning it's gonna be smooth sailing. I just have to be either. Alright, just gotta be careful of the iron boots. Just gotta use the iron boots. Just gotta use the iron boots and of course block off the last blade trap. Alright, I'll just do that to, push myself back a little bit. No, come on. Come on, grab the block, please. Grab the block. Right now, I'm not quite sure where the block is. Alright, I can see it with the free camera at least. Alright, finally free camera is actually useful. Oh no, that's too much. Alright, up a little bit. Alright, there we go. Now all I gotta do is, push it right into the blade trap. And then get on the other side. Just, push it like that. Alright, now I will take off the boots and push me that way. Alright, where's my little buddy? Alright, I need you. Alright, luckily I'm pretty sure if I'm holding on to you, you can't be blown away. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but whatever. Right now, just using free camera to make sure we're, going over the block and, not dropping yourself off in the hole. Alright, yeah, luckily I'm pretty good at this, but luckily I remember what to do with this puzzle. Alright, I remembered what to do with that puzzle. Alright, we're home, we're clear of the fans. Alright, now... Alright, now might as well get the... Alright, let's get the hook shot. Oh wait, I'm gonna need the Wind Waker too. Made sure to have most of the song in the background so I knew how to do the song. Yeah, we needed Makar to get past this final barrier. I think we did a pretty good job protecting our little buddy. He didn't take any damage. Alright, our little buddy did not take any damage, though. I think we did pretty good, protecting him. Alright, just in case, the inevitable happens. Just in case, we run into trouble, I'm gonna blow up that pot. Just in case. Oh, money. Alright, nice that they're giving you a bunch of money right off the bat. Alright, fairies, magic jars. Alright, they're giving you all sorts of cool stuff here. Alright, obviously we're gonna need a hook shot for the boss. Alright, we made sure to grab the key, right? Alright, good job. Alright, good. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's get in there. Alright, now, where's the boss at? Oh yeah, right down here. Oh yeah, I remember this boss pretty well. Yeah, alright, this is alright, now, this is just, Moldrum again. I mean, technically speaking, it's not Moldrum, but, It's basically a Moldrum. Yeah, it's like a big giant sandworm that looks like a Graboid. Wait, maybe not that much like a Graboid, but you know. Sandworms, I'm pretty sure, were inspired by Graboids. You guys ever see the Tremors movies, right? Wow, look at that mouth. Look at that mouth, man. It looks like it's gonna gum me. It's gonna gum me to death. Wow, that is quite a mouth. He looks like a giant. That's the mouth of a bloodworm right there. Funny enough, the Graboid. Alright now. Alright now. Alright, and he's gonna summon minions. I know, obviously we don't want to be in the center. He'll get me in there. Obviously don't be in the center. Alright, now obviously don't be in the center. Just keep an eye out for when he's gonna appear. Alright, keep an eye out for when he's gonna... Oh, well, he's... Alright, he's doing a little bit of a different attack. Oh, whoa. Yeah, dodge that. I mean, minions are actually a good thing because, you know, they give you recovery hearts. I mean, I seem to recall PSP, you know, having trouble with this boss. I mean, really? No, whoa, I'm getting a little too close. Alright, he will bite me and eat me if I get too close. Alright, he will try to eat me if I get too close to him, so I need to get back from that. And I seem to recall his bite attack does a lot of damage, too. Alright, he's going up in the sky again. So you run away from his mouth. Alright, now run away from the sand pit. Obviously, it's like with antlions. It's like with an antlion. Yeah, it's just like with an antlion, yeah. You guys know how those work. I mean, there was, you know, yeah, sometimes antlions are referenced in fiction. And in fact, I'm pretty sure there's a Traptrix monster, you know, based on them. Wait, I'm confessing that I'm playing Traptrix, Alright. I promise I won't bring Traptrix to locals, okay? I will play something like Labyrinth or, you know, Blue Eyes. Or maybe I will play Malice, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not very good at Yu-Gi-Oh! I barely know how to keep up with the modern combos, man. The last time I played, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! For real, I was doing Playground Yu-Gi-Oh!, okay? Yeah, it basically is the Wild West of Yu-Gi-Oh! With, you know, very loose interpretation of the rules. Which is, you know, what most people, which is what most people remember playing anyway. Yeah, we didn't know what things like, you know, yeah, back in the Playground, you know, Solar Flare Dragon was considered, you know, one of the most OP things ever. Yeah, and if you got like a 1900 attack dragon, that was like, oh man. Yeah, Spear Dragon and Luster Dragon, and, you know, Gemini Elf are like really busted back then. Yeah, my friends, you know, hated me because I played Floodgates. Of course, then again, you know, being a dirt... Alright, then again, you know, everybody hates dirty Floodgate players. Yeah, I was playing Level Limit Area being Gravity Bind. Yeah, funny enough, Floodgates would go on to be a lot more toxic. In fact, there was toxic Floodgates even back then, yeah. Yeah, remember back when I was playing, there was pre-errata, you know, Imperial Order. And, you know, pre-errata, you know, skill drain too. And those cards you know, came back for some reason, and then they decided to ban them again. Sirs, I have fully restored the power to repel evil to your Master Sword. And my ancestors are most satisfied. I shall continue praying to the gods here. Sirs, please step in the light and return above ground. Alright, sure thing, Makar. May the winds of fortune be at your back. Alright, now, it should probably take me around two streams, I guess, to, you know, complete the game. Alright, now, Alright, now. I see, so the Forsaken Fortress has already, like a molting snake casting off its dead skin. That place is so empty and quiet, you can almost hear the echoes of dead leaves falling to the cold, cracked ground. Alright, so if Ganondorf's, you know, abandoned the castle, what does that mean exactly? Does that mean he knows where Princess Zelda is? Nah, I'm pretty sure. Why, what ails you? Why, there's the long face. The monsters are gone from this world, doesn't that make you a little happy? Yeah, but that concerns me about where the monsters actually went off to. But does that mean they know where Princess Zelda is? There's I have troubling news. He has not shown himself above the sea since Valio unleashed his fiery wrath upon him. That's what's worse. There's not a creature stirring in his base of operations in the world of Forsaken Fortress. I cannot imagine how it is possible, yet I cannot shake the foreboding feeling that I have about the Princess Zelda. Sir, so you must search for all the Triforce swords so I can head back to Hyrule without delay. Yeah, we have to find all 8 of those Triforce shards, and I have, you know, 5 of them so far, but, you know, I don't have all of them. Oh, wait, I also... Oh, fuck, we're being attacked by pirates, too. And we're being attacked by pirates. We're about to get blown up. Oh, yeah, fuck, right now. Yeah, oh, fuck, we're about to be attacked by pirates. Oh, wait. Alright, I better blow this popsicle stand. Alright, now, I know where the Triforce pieces are, don't worry. Alright, Thorn Fairy Island was close to Forest Haven, right? Wait, Thorn Fairy Island was close to, you know, Forest Haven, right? Nah, I don't remember. I should have looked up the chart, but, you know, I was kind of stressed from being attacked by, you know, evil pirates. You know, as opposed to, you know, the non-evil pirates. Wait, pirates are... I mean, technically speaking, you know, pirates are, oh, you know, evil, but, you know... I mean, technically speaking, pirates are evil. But then again, technically speaking, you know, so is the East India Trading Company. Yeah, the only difference between the East India Trading Company's, you know, highwaymanship and, you know, a pirate's highwaymanship, okay, is that the East India Trading Company was just, you know, was the institutionalized one, which, you know, made their, you know, operations, quote-unquote, legal. Yeah, they're, yeah. Trust me, Endemoni, you know, has dealt with pirates as well as, you know, evil businessmen. I mean, I do have multiple evil businessmen in my lore. Yeah, funny enough, one of them actually is the father of, you know, one of the members of Dream's Glitch. Yeah, he decided, you know, hey, I'm gonna be an evil high-tech pirate who's gonna, you know, run around in a high-tech airship and, you know, start blasting cannons at people. And, you know, I'm gonna take my most loyal employees and, you know, make them my pirate henchmen. Also, I'm gonna do illegal arms trading. Also, I'm gonna, you know, promote my business here as businesses, you know, with my business with illegal arms trading. Yeah. Yeah, Glitch was very sad to hear that. Air Father is not in a good state of mind, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, the reason he, you know, decided to become a pirate is because he's, not quite necessarily all there. Yeah, he's not quite necessarily all there. You know, he originally did it because he felt like it, but you know what? Yeah, he largely did it because he felt like it, though. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, he largely did it because he felt like it, because he thought there was no real, you know, there's no real difference between a businessman and a pirate. Which, I mean, technically speaking, he's not wrong. Technically speaking, he's not incorrect, but, you know, I think his daughter would tell him, you know, to knock it off. I think his daughter would tell him to knock it off, though. Yeah, although, you know, your father used to actually be kind of decent, but, you know, he kind of went a little crazy with that pirate persona of his. Yeah, mainly he did it because he felt like it, and because, you know, hey, he found out that, hey, you know, doing illegal arm trade is, you know, kind of profitable. And, you know, kind of allows me to dodge my taxes, and, you know, I could just say, you know, oh no, it was solely the work of criminals that, you know, stole my stuff. Yeah, that seems to be happening quite a bit recently. You must be having lots of bad luck, mister. Yeah, we think somebody inside the company is doing some illegal trading. Or, you know, they reverse engineered my technology and are stealing it, yeah. No, they stole some of my technology and, you know, decided to reverse engineer it. Yes, that's the excuse we're going with. Alright, so the island I need to go to is over here. Alright, now I will get out my cannon. Alright, what I remember about this is, you know, being really annoyed when pirates attack me, okay? Oh yeah, obviously, of course, I'm also gonna need the hook shot. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna need a hook shot, yeah. Obviously, very, very important, that hook shot, yeah. Very important item. Set sail for One Piece. It's the name of the treasure in the Grand Line. You know, canonically speaking, Luffy and them, don't go into the Grand Line because, you know, that they haven't gone into the Grand Line until they were really equipped to deal with everything there. I mean, it's surrounded by, you know, stormy seas, and, you know, has a whole bunch of, you know, powerful sea monsters in it. Yeah, the place is, you know, full of storms, and, you know, has a whole bunch of powerful sea monsters in it. They're, like, super duper OP, and, you know, they're, like, super duper OP. Plus, you need special things just to even get past it, yeah. Kind of a real sticky pickle, that. Kind of a real sticky pickle, fancy that. Alright, now, enemy pirates. Alright, enemy pirates start. Alright, enemy pirates. My whip. Alright, fire the cannon. Blow them up. When in doubt, blow them up. That's right, when in doubt, blow them up. Alright, now. I will say, I think the ship-to-ship combat in, you know, Easton was better than this. Then again, the ship-to-ship combat in this is, you know, better than, you know, it's better than games that were built around ship-to-ship combat, if I'm gonna say honest. If I'm gonna be 100% honest. Oh wow, the waters are real stormy right now. Alright, waters are a little stormy right now. Waters are looking real stormy right now, not gonna lie. Yeah, good thing I took out those pirates first. Uh-oh. Alright, Blue Chew, I know what to do for you. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I knew there was extra Blue Chews in the game. Yeah, I know you need a max of 15, get the blue potions and, that one, and, Windfall's shop. Yeah, you don't need all of the ones in the game, though. Thankfully. Sort of like how you don't need yeah, sort of like how you don't need all the Koroks in that one game. You know what I'm talking about? Oh wow, the sun is real blaring in my eyes. Alright, now. Might as well get a few rupees. Right now. Right now, this is the way to go, right? Yeah, down there. Yeah, we need to go in this hole. This is where one of the treasure charts is. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I remembered that one of the treasure charts is in the Savage Labyrinth too, isn't it? Oh no. No, actually, I'm not oh-knowing at these guys. Alright, just to be clear, I'm not oh-knowing at these guys. Alright, these armors are, mad easy. Alright, I'm not oh-knowing at these guys, so I'm just oh-knowing at the Savage Labyrinth. Well, no, then again, I only have to clear 34, and plus the 50 for the Heart Piece. I do need to clear all 50 floors for the Heart Piece, though. Yeah, for the last Heart Piece of the game that I kind of, that I am kind of missing right now. Yeah. Alright, Alright, please don't get caught in the environment, please. Alright, might as well restock on our supplies. Always important to do that in a Zelda game. Always important to do that in a Zelda game in case you find yourself up against enemies that can only be defeated certain ways. Luckily, they gave you a bunch of bomb flowers right there, which is pretty nice. Alright, I know. Oh well, I'm not scared of Sulfos. I mean, Sulfos may be spooky boys, but I'm not scared of them. They're not spooky. They're not very spooky. Right now, they're not very spooky. Oh, whoa. Yeah, they're not spooky in this game, no. You're missing a piece. You are the missing piece to my heart. Oh, Annabelle. Annabelle, that's very nice of you to say. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate it very much. You're so cute. You're so cute. That's so cute. So cute. And you say you aren't cute. Oh no, we're gonna have to deal with Wiz-Robes, and they're probably gonna be the ones that summon enemies, aren't they? Right now, what you got? Right now. Alright, take that. That's right, get frozen. Not cute? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Annabelle. Yes, you are, Annabelle. Don't lie. Don't lie, Annabelle. You are very, very, very cute. Yeah, Annabelle's very cute. Don't believe the bunny propaganda. He is very cute. I know, Bokoblin's attacking from jars. I know, whoa, alright. Need to be a little less careless. Come on, get him. Man, those guys were... Alright, Bogle Buns were, you know... Alright, Bogle Buns are, you know, Bogle Buns. They're not hard. Oh, no. 4 Dark Nuts? Oh, fuck, no. Alright, the good news is they'll damage each other. Oh, whoops. There you go. Alright, now. Alright, whoops. Alright, they knocked down a pillar. Alright, now, good job damaging each other. Alright, now, might as well, you know, weaken your armor so that you guys will be damaging each other instead of me. Ouch. Alright, good job. Good job weakening your compatriots. Alright, good job weakening your compatriots that are unarmored. Alright, now you'll be damaging each other. Alright, take that. All the adversaries haven't made pure. At least they're not super nuts. Super nut. Nut is a funny word, guys. Super nut. Or they're even further evolved form, you know the max nut. Yeah. They're gonna go further beyond, they're gonna max nut! They're gonna nut! Alright, now knock it down. Alright, this time I will remember to break all the pillars in the room. Yeah, that's right, give me all that money. Money, 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 money. Max nuts. Super nuts. Nuts. Nut, 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 nut. Nut. Nuts. Nuts. Alright, I'll just knock it. Alright, ooh. Alright, they're giving me a bunch. Alright, they're giving me plenty of rupee. Alright, they're giving me plenty of rupees at this point in the game. It's like they know the treasure charts are, you know, expensive AF. Max Nut plus Ultra! Go even further beyond! Ultra Nut! Max Nut! Yeah, it's sort of like, you know, max power befriending, but, you know, max nutting! They're gonna max nut! Cool, we got a Triforce chart. Nice! Deep in the underground, you're kinda boned. We don't see humans often. I mean, you can now make friends with nutting. Oh. That's very true. That is true and based. That true and based. True and honestly based. Alright, now Diamond Steppe Island is... Wait, right now, pretty sure it's right next to Great Fish. Alright, Needle Rock. Oh, Diamond Steppe's right next to Outset. Oof. Oh, I was completely wrong. Oh well, time to rectify that mistake. Yeah, whoop. Whoop, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I screwed up the song because I wasn't paying attention. Hey, whoa, whoops. Alright, did I guess I did. Alright, guess I pressed the wrong button. Alright, now I am pretty sure I probably pressed B. Probably accidentally pressed B instead of A. I mean, I pressed A, but the game, like, gave me the wrong input, dude. I mean, snorts. Yeah, DSP would probably say something like that. Alright, if DSP were playing... I'm pretty sure DSP did play this game at one point. Yeah, I do remember, you know, I do remember he did play, you know, Tears of the Kingdom. And, you know, a clip of his went viral. Yeah, he was having trouble with that one ball puzzle where you're supposed to put the balls in, you know, that one area. You know, unlock the door. Yeah, and he kind of solved it by dumb luck, and, you know, Amelia Watson kind of solved it with her, you know, big brain and puzzle-solving skills. Or he was trying to connect all the balls together and get them to, you know, stick together, and they kind of, you know, rolled down into the pit. And he was like, what? How'd I solve it? That was dumb luck. Clip that, you guys. Oh yeah, another clip, you know, of his that went viral, and this is gonna sound really, really dumb, because it is. He thought, you know, he could outrun lightning. He was like in Full Metal Gear during a thunderstorm. And he thought, you know, he could get on a horse and, you know, outrun the lightning. Even though it was clearly visibly homing in on him. And the game was telling him, hey, you gotta take off your metal equipment. Because it was like showing all the sparks, you know, coming at him. And then he got blasted by lightning and, you know, died. And he was like, what? I dodged out of what? Oh no! Giant squid! Giant squid! Giant squid! Giant squid! No, we found a giant squid! No, giant squid! Squid! Oh no! No, we're under attack by tentacles! We're under attack by tentacles! We're under attack by tentacles! No! I was talking about DSP and we got attacked by tentacles! No, we got attacked by slimy, you know, disgusting tentacles! No, get out of here! Get out of here, I'm a magical girl, I don't like the tentacles! And if I'm a magical girl, she doesn't like the tentacles, no! No, not the tentacles, no! Not the tentacles, no! Tentacles, go away! 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 Alright, tentacles, go away! Take that, tentacles! Take that, tentacles! You won't be able to tentacle me today! Get out of here, tentacle monster! Get out, Ree! Get out, Ree! Get out, tentacle monster! That's right, get wrecked, tentacle monster! That's right, get wrecked, you evil tentacle monster! You know, as opposed to non-evil ones. You know, that just kind of reminds me of Ultros from Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, my favorite thing about Ultros from Final Fantasy VI is that he was definitely 100% perfect on, you know, the female members of the party. Because of course he was. He's in a game made by the Japanese. He was in a game made by the Japanese. Of course he was perfect on the women. That sick bastard. I know, alright now. I know there's some sicko out there who wants to see Inamata, you know, get wrapped up in tentacles. Yeah, they're probably watching the stream like right now being yes. Yeah, you know the meme. Yeah, by the way, that's a meme. By the way, before anybody, you know, gets all triggered, that's a meme. Alright, now. Alright, now. That's a meme, it's a pretty good meme. Not gonna lie. You know, it's making fun of misinformation. Yeah, the meme itself was originally, you know, making fun of misinformation anyway. Oh no, I remember this. Alright, there's 4 masters in this place too, isn't there? Oh man. Alright now. Nope, 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 nope! Nope. Alright, get out of here. Alright, yeah, I remember there being 4 masters in this place. I'll go to bomb. Yeah, I remember there being 4 masters in this place. Right, I remember there being 4 masters in this place. Are 4 masters just the best? Yeah. Yeah, sort of like Medusa heads, and you know, sort of like all the, you know, cool, you know, video game enemies that nobody hates. Sort of like all the other, you know, cool, you know, video game enemies that that everybody just loves. You know, like Medusa heads, and Rippers. You guys remember Medusa heads and Rippers, don't you? Of course, you guys really love Medusa heads and Rippers. Alright, I think it's this one. Oh, what? I was wrong. Right, I was sorely mistaken. It's not that one. Yeah, don't you just love teleporter mazes? Right now. And of course all the enemies respawn too. No, 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 no! Let me go! Let me go! Stop, don't, no! Ah, I hate floor masters. I hate stupid floor masters. I hate stupid ass floor masters. No. I hate stupid ass floor masters. Get them out of here. Why are they even respawning anyway? No. No, 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 you're not gonna grab me. No, get out of here. Nope, I'm out of here. No, I do not think floor masters are the best. Alright, floor masters are like the absolute worst. Alright, please be that one. No, it's not that one either. I wish I knew the order. Alright, I do not like floor masters. Who thought these enemies were a good idea? Oh right, oh yeah, the same sort of people who, you know, made that, the same sort of people who made the Poison River, you know, level in, you know, Super Mario Sunshine. You guys know the one with that troll pipe at the end. You guys know the level I'm talking about with the frickin' troll pipe at the end. Yeah, you guys know the one I'm talking about with the stupid ass troll pipe at the end. Alright, what? That's not that one? Alright, please tell me it's this one. Alright, and we got... Why is there floor masters up here? No. No, 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 get away, get away, get away. Alright, which one is it? Alright, it's gotta be one of these. Alright, alright, now I'll try this one. Nope, 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 get me away from the stupid ass. Get me away from those stupid ass Sword Masters now. Whoever decided those enemies were a good idea, you know. You know, oh good, we got the ghost ship chart, nice. Nice, we got the ghost ship chart. Wait, or is that nice? Wait, technically speaking, isn't the ghost ship like super cursed or something? Oh no. Yeah, Sword Masters in this game are the absolute best enemy, are really a great enemy design, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I just love it. Yeah, they remind me of how awesome, you know, Medusads are in, you know, Castlevania. Also Rippers, too. Also the Rippers, too. I mean, the Rippers were such a good enemy. Wait, what are some good enemies, you know, in Mega Man? What are some good enemies in Mega Man that are kind of similar? Yeah. What are some good enemies in Mega Man that are kind of similar? Alright now, alright now. Alright, where's the treasure? Alright now. Alright, ghost ship chart. Alright now, it's in Great Fish Isle right now. Oh yeah, we should probably head right on over. No, good, it just shows me the map. Alright, that's good. Yeah, you kinda need the chart, you know, access the ghost ship anyway. So you kinda need to get on it anyway. Kinda wish, mechanically speaking, you didn't need it, but you know, whatever. Alright, where's that ghost ship? Where's the ghost ship at? Alright, ghost ship, where you at? Alright guys, look for a blue fire out in the sea. Oh wait, I see it. Alright, I have visual. Going right on over there. Oh wait. Alright, there's probably gonna be Redeads up. There's probably gonna be Redeads and Stolfos aboard. And maybe Wizrobes too. I do. Alright now. Well, the Wizrobes are less annoying, but yeah. No. Oh yeah, the Wizrobes also summon enemies, don't they? Alright, where are the Wizrobes at? Alright now, where's the Ray of Light around here? No. I know. Whoa. Alright, this is why. Alright, Poe's can be really annoying when there's other enemies in the field. You're obviously trying to get. Right now, where's that Wizrobe? Alright, stay frozen up there, please. You're probably not gonna stay frozen for... Alright, there we go. Yeah, alright, he's dead. Now all you have to worry about is this guy. Alright, now where's my bombs? Honestly, it's really just a Wizrobe. Alright, let's back that skeleton up. I guess the Wizard summons undead enemies then. You know, kind of the theme it after the place. I can't blame them though. I can't blame them for, you know, theming enemies after the ghost ship. That's really alright now. Oh, I was expecting, you know, a harder challenge, but, you know, whatever. Oh, and there's pot. Oh, wait, there's pots in here. I should have got the pots first. I remember you're supposed to disappear from here. You know, once you get the Triforce chart. Yeah, the curse, you know, gets lifted after that. Link, what the heck happens? You know, that kind of... Alright, the ghost ship kind of reminds me of, you know, you guys ever play Phantom Hourglass? I mean, not everybody has, really. But I like I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of, you know, Phantom Hourglass myself, but, you know, I have played it. I mean, it's not awful by any means, but it does have some, you know, jank to the controls due to how it works, but, you know, that's not really the point. The point is, you know, it kind of started off, you know, with, you know, Tetra, you know, going on a ghost ship and, you know, kind of getting nabbed. And, you know, Link was trying to obviously get her back. Yeah, it did take place in this, you know, timeline, yeah. Yeah, by the way, I'm not sure what Beldam's, you know, deal is, you know, in the timeline or anything like that. Yeah, what's their deal in the timeline anyway? So, in the Zelda timeline, what exactly is Beldam's deal again? Yeah. Yeah, then again, I do want Zelda to go back and, you know, use villains that aren't, you know, just Ganondorf or, you know, Ganon or whatever. Yeah, like they used to before, you know, the Hyrule Historia, you know, really took off. Maybe make it some of his minions that are trying to resurrect him or something. Wait, then again, you know, they did. Then again, you know, in that one game, you know, that stars Princess Zelda. Okay, what was it called again? Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, yeah. Did they use Ganondorf in that? Did they use Ganon and Ganondorf in that? Wait, that took place during the Link to the Past timeline, so Ganon was like at the beginning. Yeah, but they did use a new villain for that, right? They used a new villain for that, right? I mean, I think they did anyway. Yeah, pretty sure they used a new villain for that one. Alright, so I'm gonna save the Savage Labyrinth for next time. Alright, now, maybe in a couple more episodes we're gonna beat the game. Oh, whoa. Alright, what's scheduled for tomorrow? I think it's off. Yeah, pretty sure it's off anyway. Anyway, we're gonna go to Zone 3. And I might try and take on some of the super bosses in that a little bit. Oh, wow. Also, I need to remember where the Grand Five are. Now, let's see, Maria Pudding Way. Alright, yeah, let's go raid Maria Pudding Way. Raid Maria Pudding Way. Alright, let's go raid them real quick, yeah. Alright, now. Alright, we're doing pretty well so far. Alright, now. Oh, wait, we got a clip? Alright, it's probably me by Inamin. Nice. I don't know what he clipped, but I'm looking forward to it. See you later. Goodbye. Remember, fly like man, shine like the moon, for where your soft dreams are made of. Bye-bye now.